Good evening, guys. Traveling chef George is here in Little India in New York City. We are in the corner of Lexington and 29th Street. This is like a little India here. So if you like Indian cuisine, you're in the right place. It goes from 26th Street up to 31st Street in the corner of Lexington Avenue. So we're gonna go in a few minutes. We're gonna experience some of those beautiful Indian flavors. They have a lot of Punjabi restaurants. They have tandoori restaurant, North and Southern Indian cuisines. I'm gonna go in a few minutes and try some of those beautiful places. We're gonna check it out together. We're gonna have a feast of flavors. We're gonna start eating very soon in a minute. So let's go inside, guys, and check it out. Our first stop, we're going to this beautiful Punjabi restaurant. I heard about it from a couple of Indian friends. It's specializing in Punjabi cuisine, and they do a lot of vegetarian dishes as well as meat. So I'm had my mind set on goat. I'm really feeling like a goat. I feel like some meat. So I'm going to eat goat today. I'm gonna try also a couple of different appetizers. Let's go and check it out, guys. Alright, guys, we're inside now in the restaurant and we're eating our food, and I get the appetizer, and it usually comes with little condiments here. So you have little tamarind sauce here, and you have some salsa like onions and tomatoes, and you also got some cilantro chutney. So the very big in this chutney actually, is very delicious. Also got here the appetizer called Banarsi Chaat, and the Banarsi Chaat is actually a patty of potatoes, and it's fixed with some of these condiments, which is the chickpeas, the tomatoes, cilantro, and a yogurt dressing. And on the top of that, it's just little crisps over there. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna start digging in, and I'm gonna start cutting my potato patty. And I'm gonna actually brush it off with some tamarind sauce also. So that goes in there, a little bit of cilantro, chutney. That will do wonderful flavor to it, will add to it. Very delicious, actually. Great food. That's a vegetarian dish, by the way, so it doesn't have any meat so far. The chutney has some heat and it has some kick into it, and I really like that. So I'm digging in one more time with that chutney. So the best way, actually, I'm gonna get that chutney closer to me, and I dig my patty in there. Just gonna have one more bite. That's delicious. And for you guys who don't eat meat, it's beautiful. Now I understand why people go vegetarian. It's just so delicious and so great and rich in flavors. I'm gonna put some of this onion chutney in there also, and I'm gonna get some of those, couple of those peas goes in there. And I'm gonna brush it this time. I'm gonna be different this time. I'm gonna brush it with some of this beautiful marinated delicious yogurt, and let's see if I could do this in one biter. Very, very delicious. And they give you actually some of those crisps here. And dig in with this too until I'm waiting for my bread. It's coming in a minute. It's very delicious. You could use the bread. If you don't have the bread, use those crisps they give you as a complimentary. They don't charge you for that. They just give you this as a complimentary. And you dig in. And it's so wonderful, very good. And don't go crazy eating so much, otherwise you're gonna get full before the entree comes. Very, very delicious. Wonderful, it has cilantro, it has acidity, it has sweetness. It's a balance between the acidity, the heat, a little bit of the heat there. Not crazy hot, but it's just good to my liking. I like my food spicy. That's kind of in the medium, so it's not too spicy. So if you don't like your spices, you're gonna be good with it. My entree came, and I have that beautiful goat. Goat is my favorite meat. It's very lean and it looks very creamy and very rich, actually. I really like that. And the goat here come with the bones, so when you eat that, be careful. Watch out, don't lose a tooth here, because you're not gonna pay you for that. So now we're gonna get with this goat, and I'm gonna actually make a bit of that beautiful basmati rice. Just beautiful rice here, coming fluffy. And I actually does not come with the green chili. I ordered some of the green chili on the side. So you're gonna put some of this rice over here. Make a nice bed of this beautiful rice, and then hit it up with a couple of pieces of this goat curry. And don't be shy to put a lot of gravy on the top of that. So I'm just pouring it with this great gravy, and it's so beautiful. It's actually called the goat curry, and it's one of the specialty. I asked the waitress, he said it's very beautiful. And I'm gonna dig in, and I'm gonna actually can try some of that beautiful plain naan bread. Naan bread here is made in the house in the tandoori oven, and I like naan. Wherever I go, I always order that. And it's so flaky, as you can see. It's cooked in a very beautiful clay oven. It's called the tandoori, and it's gonna get in. You could actually dig in with that sauce. I'm gonna get some of that gravy. I'm gonna try that sauce by itself, and it's so wonderful. And now you can go for the meat. And let's cut a bit chunk of this meat. And you try again not to get this bone. So I'm just trying here to cut this meat, and the goat is so lean, doesn't have much fat at all. I'm going there and I'm gonna try some of that curry. It's so good, very delicious, beautiful flavor, a little bit chewy to my liking, but I'm pretty sure the next bite's gonna be better. I think I got the tough piece here. So we try one more piece here. This piece is a better one. That was my luck. I had the first piece was very tough, very chewy, but this one is gonna be better, I think. Very nice, very beautiful, very fresh. I can tell it's just cooked right now. Actually, it's very fresh and very delicious, and it goes very smooth with that sauce. So I'm gonna heat it up. If you like it, don't be shy to get one of those green chili. A lot of Indian people like this green chili. That's very hot. I warn you, if you are good, you can eat that. If you are scared of heat, don't do it because it's so spicy. Back again, and I'm gonna visit this curry, and it's not that hot at all. Only the green chili will give you the heat, and you can also alternate. You can get some of that beautiful chunks of this chutney here, cilantro chutney, and some of that sweet tamarind sauce, and smooth it out. And if it gets too hot for you, try again with some water. Beautiful. I love Indian food. They have tons of spices, maybe 2,000 spices or more. I cannot tell you how many exactly, but beautiful spices. They use a lot of aroma. Indian food, one of my favorite cuisines because it's so rich, so aromatic. Look at the colors, it's just wonderful. Like a festival of flavors, festival of colors everywhere. And I can't wait to finish this goat curry. I'm gonna finish the whole bowl by myself, I think, because everybody here trying to get some with my crew, but I'm not gonna give them anything. Again, I think the best way to eat this meat is to get a piece of bread and don't be afraid to get dirty. I'm gonna show you a technique what I do when I go to some kind of a meaty part of the animal. I just grab it with the bread. Slide it in my mouth and get these bones out of the way. Just don't be afraid to get dirty. That's what good food is all about. I do use my hands. I washed it. I'm the only one who's eating this, so there's no worries at all here. So delicious, and the meat close to the bone is so gorgeous. Just a festival of flavor, like I said, wonderful, and I really like it. So thank you very much for taking me, guys, today. Some of my friend Indian guy recommended this beautiful place. I'm really happy I came here, so guys, thank you. Chef still hungry, guys, so I'm going one more time to eat some great Indian food. It's all about Indian food today. Going to this great restaurant. It's called Kalayash Parpat, and it's a very famous in Mumbai cuisine. It has beautiful street food, so I heard about it and they told me that it's been featured in New York Times a couple of times. Still very hungry. I have some more power to eat, so we're gonna go inside and check these guys out. So let's go inside and get to eat these beautiful delicacies of Indian cuisine. Alright guys, so let me tell you what I ordered here. I ordered that beautiful big platter of the mixed chaat, and that's very famous in the vegetarian cuisines. I also ordered this beautiful vegetable and paneer. And if you can see here, the paneer is kind of beautiful cottage cheese dumplings, and also mixture of beautiful vegetable and some kind of almond paste tomato sauce, and that's very good. And it comes with the rice. I have here some plain basmati rice, and that's gonna go with it very nicely. And I got also some roti, and you can see I was hungry, so I nipped on this bread. Beautiful wheat bread, and it's called the roti, and it's beautiful. It's cooked in the tandoori, so it's very, very nice. Now I'm gonna start off my trip here with getting some of those chaats, and the chaats is a lot of different things going on together. You have here some beautiful buffs filled with the beautiful tamarind chutney with tomatoes, onion, corn. It's got a beautiful melody of flavor here. And they are like a buff pastries, fried little patties here, and they fill them with all these beautiful things. I also have here the beautiful dal. The dal is made out of lentils, so I have the lentils here on the bottom with potatoes. So it's kind of like a dumpling, like a soft dumpling. Potatoes and lentils and they all mixed together. So this I have here, and I'm gonna get a piece of this bread here, and I'm gonna spoon it out of my spoon, and I'm gonna get a little bit also of the third one, which is the buff, the rice buffs mixed with the corn buff. And it's beautiful. It's mixed with some hot sauce. I asked for that. It does not come with the hot sauce, but you know me, I like that. And you have some rice crisps here also. So I'm gonna get some of this to use it as a spoon. So what I will do is I'm gonna get some more of this dal here, and I'm gonna use my little crisps as a spoon to spoon it out, and let me tell you how it tastes like in 1 second. So let's try the first bite. Very, very delicious. I cannot describe to you how delicious it is. You have to try that with me. It's very delicious. It has the tamarind, so it has that beautiful sweet aromatic flavor. Not too spicy at all, by the way, the dal. So that dal, it has the tamarind. I'm gonna put some of that tamarind and the yogurt here. So you have the plain yogurt and you have the tamarind, and it goes very, very well together. And I'm gonna have one more bite of this dal. So I like to eat the dal separate. So don't be confused. The dal is here, and gorgeous looking colors here everywhere. One more bite of that dal. Honestly, for you guys who know me, I'm not a vegetarian person, but I have nothing wrong with that. Cannot complain. Beautiful flavor, very delicious. I'm really enjoying this. Now I'm gonna go for the second bite. Let me try those puffs. So I have here those rice puffs filled with the beautiful salsa, chutney, and I got also some corn here. So it's kind of like a salsa, and it's very delicious. I'm gonna spoon it out and try the salsa by itself first. Very aromatic. It has spices. It has coriander. It has onion also. A little piece of the onion here, if you could see that, if you come closer. Very, very delicious. Like a salad, and it's singing along in its own shell here, celebrating, dancing in that shell. I clean it up, as you can see, but I can always go for more. So I'm gonna get some more here, and I love that as it is. And usually in Indian culture, you eat it together. So you eat the whole thing. So crunchy, so delicious. I love that. It's a balance between the sweetness, the tangy flavor of the tamarind, this beautiful puree, and the heat of the other spices mixed together. Very wonderful bite. I really like that. Now, let's break it up a notch. When I have something very spicy like that, I like to break it up. Some water, some bread, so I can clean my mouth a little bit from these flavors and neutral my mouth with the flavor, and then I go back. One more left here. Those beautiful rice puffs. I'm gonna get a spoon of that. You can eat this as like a little snack. So chats usually is like a little snack, street snacks in India. And I have some more here. Let's have a bite of that. Very, very delicious. Very nice, not overfilling, but it's very light, very delicate, and very, very rich in flavor, very rich in flavor. And that's a great chat actually, and this is very famous in Indian culture. So we'll take a break, we'll get a sip of water, and then we're gonna go back to the next dish, which is a beautiful paneer, the cottage cheese dumplings with the vegetable and the nuts in the tomatoes puree. So we're gonna go with this next. So cheers for this bite, and we're gonna come back to the entree in 1 minute. Okay, so now I'm gonna move this guy here. It's very huge, humongous, as you can see. That chaat was huge. So I ate some of that, and I'm gonna go back to it in a minute. But before I get too full, I'm gonna try this main dish. Here is a meat for vegetarian. What is that? The meat for vegetarian usually have some protein. You don't miss out about protein at all in Indian culture. You have the paneer, and the paneer is very delicious. It's a cheese, cottage cheese, and they make it here in this restaurant, so homemade. So I'm really liking that. I got some cauliflower. They usually offer it in two different styles. You can have that kadai curry, which is a creamy tomato curry with the vegetable, or you can have it with the paneer, which is a cheese, a cottage cheese. And I was kind of like greedy, so I thought I have both in one dish. So they were nice enough, and they gave me both. So I'm gonna get some of this here in my plate. I think that's good for now. I'm gonna get some of this plain basmati rice, and I'm just gonna drop some rice here. And let's try this paneer by itself. I tried this paneer in many restaurants and it's creamy. Very creamy, very delicious. Look at this paneer. I'm gonna get some of that roti. So go for it. And look at that, how creamy this is. And it's full of protein, it's very healthy. And let's try a bite of that by itself with the sauce. Very nice. Let me explain to you. Once you have it in your mouth, so delicate. It feels like spongy, creamy, in a very delicious way. Very soft. It's very different than fresh mozzarella. It's similar in the texture, but much softer and much more gentle. And it absorbs all the flavor. It does not have much flavor, paneer, by the way, though it's packed with protein. But the good thing about paneer, it has a lot of protein and it's not fatty at all. And that's very delicious. Now let me try the sauce with the paneer. And let's see how it goes. And it's getting very noisy here. It's Saturday night here, guys, so it's so noisy. Please excuse the noise here. And I'm trying my best to speak loud, but those guys are so loud, but I'm gonna be louder than them. Having my next bite, I made it with paneer, sauce, and the rice. Let's see how it goes. Very delicious. And another way of trying this beautiful curry is to get into with the bread. So you get a piece of paneer again, piece of that cheese, a piece of the vegetable, and a piece of the sauce, and make like a spoon. Make your own spoon here, and just dish in there. And that's how the Indians eat. They don't usually use a spoon, and they use only this bread, and they use their fingers, and they go for it. Sometimes they eat just with the fingers. Wonderful flavor. The bread is beautiful. Look at that. Look at the texture of the bread. So thin, so flaky, and it's almost burned, but it's not burned. It's just smoky and great in the flavor and the texture, and that gives you that harmony, and it connects to that curry together. So have a look one more time. Coming closer to you. Look at that. I'm spooning that delicious curry here. It has peas, it has carrot, it has the cheese, it has cauliflower, and all goes in one single bite here. Honestly, so delicious. I'm so satisfied. I don't mind meat at all, but once in a while you gotta treat yourself with some good vegetarian meal, and that's great. That's beautiful vegetarian meal. Indian Mumbai vegetarian street food at its best. I'm really enjoying this experience, and I'm gonna finish all of this bowl. Once I say to you, cheers guys, I'm gonna go and polish this up. I promise you nothing will be left in all of this table. So let's go again and summarize up in 1 second what we had today. Alright guys, so we come to the end of our show tonight. I hope you enjoyed my Indian little stops here in all the restaurants in New York City. I enjoyed your company. I appreciate you guys taking the time and watching my show. I look forward to see you again in a new place, new restaurants, and I promise it's going to be exciting every time. Thanks for watching again, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Stay relaxed and happy eating, everybody.